Hello, ho. There is the December 19th neck Theo Noetzi. Joan Catherneck at see you and fun and unrued unroof. This is the ever unvoiced. So is this the nice to hear? The right target speaker, fresh wind, Joanne Catherneck on the fear of the zone Alex Poulos. They outworth on their telephones for binging and bringing keinen Hinras, often unroofed. Doth the emittler for Mooten, doth the red sitless for Swindons, Edward Smitham an unnooman unroofed to Toonhart. Joan Catherinick is in a young and attractive Vifal. Good to Danton on her forehead at Leighton, the of Anna Coroniera in the Modebronze off. Von der Familie on Fronde kennen Sie as frivolity on the optimist she was on. Eigenschaften die of the Probogestadrian as ihr ends the air in Anna Schmalsaften Scheiden endet. Im Jahr 1990 lernen Sie Andrew Kentriner kennen. The Atonement is Bakadrinim of the Church of Jesus Churchers, Latin. Tons this author's not Vilas first time was a spot of are the Profate. Joan the Kus of Sant Harwan, the Baden, unseen in the end was worst, pocket was sought out by Sovindi. Nufa sin morta faith of Warn Chiran antisan zone namens Axcumber. Amphantun December 1994 Ruth Joan Catherinick on Dratting of Finthin Irishwigan Motorin. Zivon Vant on Kofferman on Joan Tate Emmett does he see known Eppoling comer. We'll be over in a bit, but in 15 minuten dar.
Bye.
Dr. Owen on A Baby, Common Knee and Andrew Catherinick, Com King actin what Rossi found the Albert and Hausa, what is to be resh as a frown on zone and two houser for in the. Leaving the Tasha des babies, Joanne's haunt Tasha on the Wintermantle field, and Zonna Snitch style is no more, with the Gelt nor Irving Weavervik King standings in Frashon. It was under Ubemet, it was under us, and Horowski brought Nis Shania under Kelletur and answered Schnitt's telephone call. So Andrew had survived, who muted it as it was Pasitina state. So yes, com true en nishi Rashiga mutan, the stand method disabed and tekon and anti show nessa it was Riki, she's passed it something terrible had happened to her. She's on swades once she would rise, he's ruffed and roka hetrick necked Polizion on made it frown on zone fimist. Faranta from Joanne from near outer of the parklets in the Ga, on Nicky Ucklish in the gas station the Gear House. De Velgens Verschlossi, die Snussel de Feelings of Ida in Eldo. Die Fidelis Masnola Duff, die Ferrocarologische de Sukung unpaved. Almost Soul is unpaved off in the Harper Mountain in Southern Mountain, in list to ancient tune. Autovate is an old. This should be the equita for fails. On Nardella Osaka from Mr. Kitrinik was Mirror Sotten Langford Schotten. So for Zot in the Alice of the Summit was of the event will lead to Vias Hugon Kava. The Unitinik connected to a specific location. After Lincoln Copstead, so befitting the mirror along a blonde haar, the neist found a brunette and Joanne Stannon. Under the my and dope me hoten under a microscope, Schropen found a truck entering a boot. The N artists believe that the sploot and witted from Joanne Catherinick, Oda from Iram Zone, Alexist. The emittler of a truth of Andrew's alibi, Yezakt Ass, den ganzen Tag of Anna Bosch Delaga Abbott, Suhan. He's the last person that sees her alive, the eldest the littest to the living casinos. Are committed by Wis and Kavum for Pression for them from Persdeen for Noot, did them up for Nash Dean Nose. Sen underthip der Brantford in a mill glashed, and as Uncle Zen left mill listru left and present der and orc. It must have at least to emit of just in the ship Satom and truly tid of nunzu randwem so shun im hernust and a million so of klish and in a million jarchen left true and nitbeck And it is that they tar ze Andrew Fardatius the accused and Jarget and Zon Segin. Dus het je both admitted and dust you wouldn't good eat cartons at you and you should make an outspared. She had no it was this that Jonah and Alex Afa and his Gwodim controls. Isugin Pena Neue. To find these excellent once ago again Joan, Catherine Ack on Ihrem Klein Zone Alex, gibt es immer nur keine Spur. The Catherine slave man on a start by fair and interest a give Anna bar. The Napgern Zegen us, does he Turk Iris for swims, knits for Dexters by Meltdown. The police sized up a skeptic, does Joanne and her baby Helif in Turk in football. Perhaps she did take she like to Sidorthan for Hagan, unseen as Mithra was Heinlich. Does he mean and kind on some Mirtha in NFA case raging stress, on that sooner hellish intact in food, only does Ogwa anybody thus be marked. Without anybody's this is Susie, Sam, on thinner own was hinged, it was strange, too bizarre. The Fia Melon behusted thing is in Manol, beware of than the station and the first thing in the police state. And Tanimal Colligan took Akar, the Mecht and farmer Edwas dust so yestwe and Clyde Bernal our seat. Dr. Zweide Blake often bought in stock for waste and copper and a flour. They leaked of the Morton with baby of their breast. Edward 12 meter and found leaked and a baby Russell in form and a still phone with us. A sister's leaping speed swag from Alex Katronek. From then on, our light tan sunders and type on ends for ender to see on Zaliban after that night that on Saturday got thruffen as the front air lack and then the few to in the end for Miss Fordom for the slimster side in my Laban in Anza Alalim in my life of all our lives. Named in Carpin leaked in Emily Flusher on the end of Flusher on the It's My Lana blonde haars here. On the Limico Squubsteer the heroes this is distilled sund the undercopterts the eat out of the fun involved. Dan join smoke not bad in lighting gefunkenwild shine deep style nief to start motif design. The autopsy and hurt that joined Catherine or close sister and fell on with Anna Pustoli in Skiziskas house in the valley. Sie wurde offensichtlich ausgeschlagen. Due to the fact that she sustains the hat in what I know so soon in Guffingstoon in Illa Onkefinglis in Schlack Mila on Kopf. Also from Moten Vietnamese to Vafrika Muglis to Clementine, to English to English Scherms to Gegenste Kurz German, Tamit who feeling Kutsch den Schuh to Swede to Turnachik, Bimo Baudeo. Bis taken on Tekiost Meitin on Bikun Alik a Stick War o Antakun Sub. I can mow to this day. Seeing the be the scene key to Fuma is from Papen to Gunvoy. It has happened to me several times when I've been on the train and I've been on the Susan with rain and it's rain and not as moving in I guess we expect moving in the right direction. The back to my mind I guess we expected to find Arvin, thank you in our business we were expressed in our worst part of that's on the slimston I miss, that's baby in this man's, that's was in Susan and Susie, as we heard. So the ambition of the future is of the Alex Catherine Aguero on the Musha in the league is in. Fear Mona Lang shot out. Shakely so is a little more it's in the elements. It's a horrible thing to see. The Kopelving in Anasia up league in Guggen Hupfovel, Siega full Seamine from house that cat rags and found. These attacks are referred in a Midland it was Victigus within Martyr. The victims were on a trail. See offer Larton of NMVik, see Vivek in total currently to the Zutkachum Common Stagger Dunker. Does the person the Joanne on Alex Catherine took the touch on forehand these attack of Vision and this and Vic context trails. The Vega Vedenhofer von right hand benutzt. Andrew Katharinek at Zelda Polizei, does Anna X found an infuriates dynamics silver shadow form betrip, no etwa eine Meile from Fund old and found. Unama is Patricia Rora. Andrew had in the Arctic Yarden with its Semengali, don't spit it out and mouth against it. I sees it Trent and saw Patricia Rora nor North Carolina, and her meets it him under the end kings for and under the men. At the police cyber, Patricia in Elam House in North Carolina befragen, 14 of the Ford August die from brunette on the blondest. Are you Patricia Rohrer?
Yeah.
From the Pennsylvania State Police. Can we ask you, Aurora Zach Aust? I'm target is fresh winjes from Joanne's for house in North Carolina. Give it as I'm the fool from the month from the Pennsylvania found. Daffy give us token. I usually go to the Cowboys nightclub Friday nights. Right, thanks for your time.
I'll give it 5.
I think she gave us something like 4 or 5. She gave us few or for police. She gave us like 4 Middle Vix or Futcher Fira for Garfra. No Darcy in front of Shroud of Switzerland. Tammy Salon. About Angelo Hartmann Nopiebla Fima. It's Patricia Rohrer. It's for the sweep is for me by ihm Anrufmat.
Hello?
Joanne Giddens Telephone. Eins Patricia Rohrer am Nate from the beiden Night to Spiandi. And had you as Anthony have you on the exact answer often? We have it's and baby on some hooklies mida under last on St. Rower on her off answer often. Patricia Rohrer Lognet anger off and so on. The offsize no one in Vera telephone for benoten vid a link er behaupten nicht. The emittler shaken in Anazakas. Met Braideten Harvin I am Ali B on them Ferden Narvistas Anrufs. Com Patricia Rohrer missed as stated in front. The Otterjong Spampton Volgens can now vision 1 Joanne and Alex Kathernik a modded one. Swahibwen Irakopa Fiamona de Narthium Feshwinga gefunden was a Bennett a cleared we long as you seen of this Mefelta Lagen. Of the Light Infinity Police say Insekten. The bitted in entomologist Kate Chung Kim from the Pennsylvania State University, the Titira of Inlising in Neue and so Sean. The Zone Inadvisor of Inexacten say Pong just told us leave him. This case was rather complicated, maybe because these are 5 of them like complete theory. My Veets, my carpets, my upfort of them, and the same time, no, I'm Carpa like direct of them Carlton Winterbottom. They under the lake open mouth, ground in the wild, in a winter time. And there are variety insect to food in very jaka food, intox invasions to the mauling. Food in Darkshire Idden Logan Depter by Bingeki is named in Liga Berengogen Delation a Betterhorn Viter aspect for the Unterschiedliche insect busy loan from Bidodum. Shokos is mitten for let's relaxen die Vilana litter for Franken for let's and die Leisha dis Seka for let's is mit Anna Auctiona of Franz Kaviers vote in the Regal recently schnell bezielt und wohl die Schriftlied does the inception of the Leish der Erkenner show direct of the native the jeweler for the rector for Hushration Gangsetzen. Get it as kennet as een exponential schnelle fallen as die lasha die langsamer as a spellen as. Dear Commona, here can the by bringing the wounded as to a hiplish the wounded can the food the wounded by the present social site apile prune. So I asked Dr. Kim die Ark and Fluke Anna Kali for Ali Vida die hier 150 scharfer Grossek Sectral. Kate Strauss Finn Norgatter Fim Neuten Uren Latzen and Viknupstad of Ratzt. Dazu Kim findet and Rightes Spatius, en Tsunamiopsis cadaverina, Udebad in Ibertus, on Zomit Letsis and Viclumstari in Loberg Dunnenlaw. This abatement before the Ferret, and as the Copers administrans einen Funk die Tagen of them felt lagen, also that and Funk Fibua. Und I'd talk to a Kim the Erklin Invetter Danton betrachted, held here and a weiter a vistige information. Zwischen dem 21. und 28. Dezember, while es mit bis zu 10 Grad says use ungewöhnlich warm. Das wiederums in ideale Witterbedingungen für die beiden Fliegenarten Siktoporang und Ayatolig. Die Umweltbedingungen bestimmen die Besiedlungssitzung der Lasche. Je verriester es ist und die wärmer es ist, und schneller lauft die Sitzung ab und das einfacher ist für Ending of your Martin as the fish my feeling laugh. This is a Sitzung sub Wilken. Die unserem Song wisse jefs ast grobini jefvat gussen as a favai. Zon that means in Telefibra Marquisha rises a gash on thou December. Gwiston telephone for Benny and found Patricia Rohrer get her for. Does he first get in touch him which with hint of. Then mentioned him elf on these him on December him can I get 12th him. Then take him on. Does it cut in off Kimberlina? Then sit in on December 12. En Torschons els des not in Fu in Canwas Muscal in North Carolina give us a en Gesetzvollen to do. Does he alle Besura des Scopes in eine Gästeliste Antrag? Ihr Namisch did undisenteicht nicht of the Liste. Patricia started up an epistolosa visits. Was it not a house to John or provided it? Da en Ex-Point wie das Preis, the Appelitz des Appelitz das Patricias they all an epistola visits, die Genosa or sia wie dieser. Sis nana for coma to help automatische Hefe within an enzig attic in the magma. An unusual feat, that's one of only here's, that's the Fulantim Eve and shows Clement. So that's kind weiter shows me up to for it when the candidate second shot. That's not something to listen to, Arth Maximum Kike Vic called our attention, of course. Kopf zum Braschen beraten the police say weiter in the Blondin Harper from Tart out and outing though to this office. Then Patricia Aurora is Britney. And she looked at these are in half. The feeling Woodster doesn't have blonde hair on the Woodster. Then the these are soundtrack. The Eliats are a blonde hair nowadays. A nice dirty blonde hair. We were sitting in our office one day and Astasius was in the habit of a lick in the house and there with his hand about his room with his hand, his band, his might it says. Jätige Rücklichkeit bur indeed von die Temperzibberna and in the 17th September Samoras Oaklarana. An article Hall Shalta fing die Coritalas ins Bathrisha Aurora in the Tumen Guthrie in Voices and Adamare Tumia in Guthrie. A Tegu in Anakaiska way. Thus builds the Gewinner of this target site Patricia Aurora with the blonde hair. Thus photo of the new elf target Fargan Fufun from Joanne and Alex Katherinek of the Norman. Dr. Stanton Walshoff beneath Mir Altsnow and photo. The most 100% Liefersei, but this blonde hair from Tart Oat from Patricia Aurora stunt. The Blonden Haarde of the Windeltrosche Amtet or Untem out of the Funkenblown, Inhalt nicht Megan Newton cell count material for an air accumulation DN artist. Die Hoffnung the Untersuchungsbeamtenist and DN artist, the best die in Pennsylvania or nicht als Beweis Mittel Engerfoot war. The NR expert Dr. Karsten Hohe weiß, dass besonders bei Haaren die Mittelhondrien DNR-NL-User angewendet wird. Indian Oscar-Film in Harden were Haarscheffen, Herren were kinda intact in cell camera may falling, Sonum Afings protest is the Herrens indeed cell cameras see Stuart Warden was one unen Herren for hundreds, doesn't the Mitra Hundren mit die Mitra Hundren on DNR, so does this Toiltisch for Shanisha is in Herren, I net for ASC Mitra Hundri Helen DNR devoted in two fur. Detour can afford in here Kamikan DN artist befriending the Aussie raisin in Kopakuzi Eden on the Gull. Also helped us set accounts befindig die Mitochondrien, die Imafat, die Evses. Sie liefern uns mir the Lieder jede Informationen, sind dafür aber channelized for me. The Krenchen, the Vlecken Stream to Option of die in orthoschwelischen Individuen an Unterschied ist Schwelener Ausweisung, die gave the Myth Andrien, then are Option to elsewhere, and then as the Quantsunterschied das als Individuen gibt, das heißt, Undershittless mention harm and undershittless upfold the DNA Bauschnerder in Uramet from Ray and DNA. So next the rain again, the business shuffled the harrow on Fuking Den and in Somin. So does Alice bezat it? No, it's so under the Zorn and say it. Indecent Gale befriended this the DN Otters murders. So Identifizierung the DNA Bausteine and Zuglonfle PT Eltis tuschgeführt. De PT auch Technologie bietet besondere Vorteile bei Vorhandsingland for Minimals in DNR-Spugen, while sie in der largest is a Minimal DNR-Meng to verhelftelting on Zomedes and an loser Schugenistimeren. Thus Egyptianist Junt, Mitochondrien DNR Blond Paris, Schwimmiti von Patricia Aurora den ein. Dus Beweistingsterton Wirten dus Patricia Aurora in Joan Catherine X O2 und am Tatort gewesen ist. Ifet het wat festkennen an Wiener bietet es zwei fairen Mordes angetagt. Dies Tassenbeschäft ist über Zeugas Patricia Aurora in Pennsylvania gewesen ist on Ickton, North Carolina, at sie am Haus de Catherine X anlief. Als Joan en den Hurrigate when Patricia's Hoffman Andrew weedet Suzanne snatch nicht garmt. Let on here. Read that Davy now we're happy to go. Just leave us a woe and start woe on the Ik had her laugh was her odds Joanne of Lake. The Cavrils Drotos lich Rollo das hast to go to his home. And Ubarth the Joan's Altak. Am 15. Dezember bricht Patricia Rora irgendwann gegen 13 Uhr in den Kalender Katranex ein und belauscht Joan, die mit ihrer Schmiegermutter telefoniert. Joan plans ihre Schmiegermutter gegen helps my Axel, demands am wohl sie in eine gehens en kostieren fair.
I just said see you in February.
Okay, great. The mall, okay, 15 minutes.
Fine.
As Rora mit bekommt das Katraneck des Haus verlassen will, schießt in Rausen of the Zoo Duval. Lies died not as tia von Carbadors, on Vita on off the Tuva Ende. Patricia Rora swing Joan mit Vavengervout in year out on Thursday at 30 in Ecker. Rora Kinsasoi Hauspit in dieser Gim, Good House. Patricia Rora forried Iashos Alttola, Catherine Nakup. Elsti Pistola Klempt, Schlaxi of Joan Ian. This baby let's see if the brus demoted to rock. The Morton of Goldsmartis to Fun Guffin, the listen of the Martin Lava Buns, and Guffet, of Injas, Abu, Yam Blue Sissels. Give for the end of the lead, the Sinissa Pives. Aliyah, Patricia roars the day. Does Anna angebliche Auseinandersetzung some kind glove for the Gestart motif say? And the defense was saying, come on, fatality gesagt as it is this to kind of motif, kind of normal mention for the, was normal motif kind of the hand, right? Normally mentioned for the, this needs to go. But it's a person when is normal, that way. Not smashed in the Gibberet. If fin in the Geshoven and Deprish Aurora for you should. And for old times it should lead a fin in the fin this shoven. As is the case in full in Pennsylvania, on the Deritte and in the Sampenfire in Jersey, in dem en Otarerfehl kaut dischilt, Otter Nissenschaft biesen Nute Honorary in den Otters. News verfehl Otter Tatter Tenkeli, sealed Iman Eva Ondi. I heißt it angeblich zu viel Umfang. And a criminalist is a computer analyst, addict builder on emails of the field in turn on Zepst and Emsusten and Fidestri. Detroit is the world-eyed as out of that bekannt. Thought on Krazel out of the yard outsats. In Western thought of Detroit, Befemiti a only visited a start is Michigan, mid first 50,000 student. In my own opinion, the most interesting studios in this area of the city is Michael Fletcher, Jid and Mick, Evil Unveldween. They're on Anna O'Neill and